Another group of young faces helped shape the Columbia visage. These young faces are those worn by the raw, green recruits at Fort Jackson. Just a few days away from Mother's nest and right into the loving arms of a ripe old sergeant, whose bite is as bad as his bark.
And what a transformation takes place. Here today and gone tomorrow. A young man's crowning glory soon will be a barber's clowning story. And every one of the recruits, every single shaggy-headed one of them, gets familiar with the spruce shop quicker than they wanted to.
Fort Jackson adds $62 million annually to the Columbia economy. This United States Army Recruit Training Center is a world of its own. Construction going on at the fort keeps a major part of the local labor force busy since its establishment in June of 1917. Fort Jackson has played a vital role in the training of our armed forces: infantrymen, cavalrymen, artillerymen, paratroopers, balloon and aircraft pilots, pigeons, and even war dogs. Every year, some 100,000 soldiers are trained at Fort Jackson. Since Fort Jackson gives Columbia the status of an army town, a great many retired officers and enlisted men retire in the Columbia area and become active, vital contributors to the community. The city of Columbia and Fort Jackson enjoy the finest of relationships.
Columbia is a city of uniforms. Every street corner, it seems, has a uniformed person on it. These are people doing services for the people of the community. Some protect, some nurse, some instruct, some entertain. And these folks in uniforms give the city a feeling of security, a sense of well-being, a feeling of solidness. You can count on these people. You recognize them by the clothes they wear. You respect them for the job they do and the services they render. A city of uniforms is a good city, a confident city, a responsible city. Bank receipts in the city are setting records every quarter as Columbia is the financial center of the state.
But there are some who would seek to relieve the city of some of this currency. Most of them stay at the foot of Hampton Street in a little city within the city, the South Carolina Department of Corrections. Or maybe you'll recognize it as the state's penitentiary. Penntown's 1,800 population is as much a part of the city as are the hundreds of law officers who are headquartered in Columbia, the hub of the state's law enforcement.
Sometimes the name of the game in Columbia seems to be traffic, 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 traffic. A frustrating, tense, and tangled monster that seemingly grows bigger and bigger every day. But somehow the traffic officers and the city planners seem to stay up with the traffic. At least it always seems to be a bit of a tie. Most everyone who comes into the city every day seems to get home every night. And if you think the traffic bothers you, pity the poor patrolman who has to stay in it.
From the capital city, instant fingers of communication stretch to every one of the 46 counties. A teletype compiles and chatters away 24 hours a day at SLED headquarters, where there are also on file some 200,000 fingerprint cards and other modern crime-fighting equipment.